What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host, Josh, and today we're coming at you a little bit late, but it's for hopefully a nice little chat for some transfer talk. So there's actually been quite a few names that have been linked to Borussia Dortmund in the past, honestly, 4 or 5 days, and I feel like it's time to address some of them, as well as talk about the future of Reinier and, of course, my favorite, Dahoud, and also talk about a little bit of Witsel's injury. So I just thought that if you guys are able to make us for the live little chat here, that's fantastic, and hopefully I can talk with you guys and see what you guys think as well about it. But it should be pretty fun because I'm relatively curious about some of these transfer rumors that have been linked with us. I don't know how much I believe in a lot of them, but we're going to start off. As you guys can tell from the thumbnail, there's a couple that kind of stand out, but I just got actually a notification that the Bayern game is 2-2, so I'm actually just going to toss that on, and maybe this is a little also watch along because it's on YouTube right now for those of you guys who don't know. So I might be keeping an eye on that to see how that game goes. So thank you for pointing that out, but we will get into our transfer talk as well as maybe keep an eye on the Bayern game, which I'm clearly watching right now, and I'm very excited to find out that it's a 2-2 game, so that's fantastic. Let me just set this up here then. All right. So the first thing that I want to talk about is obviously Tanguy Coulibaly, and he is the young winger from obviously Stuttgart. He is he's very quick. He's a PSG product, I believe, and he's obviously come to the Bundesliga and done incredibly well. Very quick, good on the ball, and good passing. And we've been linked for him, as we always get linked for a potential Jadon Sancho replacement. So I'll just give you my thoughts on Tanguy Coulibaly. I want to hear what some of you guys think. I mean, he's had a great season so far. There's no doubt about that. He's been doing some good things on Stuttgart. His numbers and stats aren't incredible, but his performances on the pitch has shown that he's clearly a good young talent and might deserve a move. Now, I don't know from what I've seen from Coulibaly if he is exactly what I think we need at Dortmund. I'm not saying he's going to come to Dortmund anytime soon. It's just if we are looking for someone, even specifically at Stuttgart, I would potentially rather go for Gonzalez myself, but I don't know if he's quite at the level where we need for a Jadon Sancho replacement. And I mean, on the screen, you guys obviously see the article that I obviously found linking Coulibaly to Dortmund and saying that Dortmund's got interest in him, which is fair. I mean, he has done some good things in the Bundesliga so far. It's just I'm not overly convinced that he's going to be the ideal replacement for Jadon Sancho. And obviously, I really enjoy Nicolas Gonzalez. So Nicolas Gonzalez is a fantastic winger. He's someone I could potentially see actually as a Jadon Sancho replacement when and if we do get one. I think that he's an Argentinian international. He is rapid. He's good on the ball. He's quick. He's a great winger. He can play through the middle as well. So, I mean, if I'm looking at Stuttgart for someone for a potential replacement, that's who I'm looking for. But the Bayern and the other game is just kicking off in extra time. So I might just stay on this and chat with you guys, and hopefully we'll just sit here, talk some transfers, and watch Bayern get knocked out. Sorry for you Bayern fans there, but I will address the chat right now. Luca, how are you doing? Are you watching the Bayern game? Because this wasn't supposed to be a Bayern, obviously, watch-along, but it's 2-2 and going into extra time now, and I'm just praying that we can see a crazy result. Jose says, hey. Art Foster says, hi, how you doing, my friend? Eric says, fellow waiters, what's going on, my friend? How are you guys doing today? Let me know if you guys want to chat about the Bayern game if you're watching it, or transfers, because I mean, honestly, I'm not open for either. And this is obviously the comment I saw, which made me jump on YouTube, which the Bayern game is on. So if you guys do want to watch a little bit of overtime, you can jump on the Bayern the Bayern game, and we're gonna sit here as Dortmund fans, and you know who we're gonna be cheering for. But they said, sorry, wrong chat. But as he always does, says, guys, like the video, share, and also subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. Always appreciate your shout out, my friend. Joshua, how you doing, my friend? We have to address the Bayern game, right? Like, this was supposed to be a transfers talk, which I'm fine with doing as well, but I can't believe the game's in OT right now. I haven't been watching it. I watched a little bit of the game when it was 1-1. And I did see Sane's beautiful goal, so I just assumed that they'd run away with it. So, I mean, anyone who is watching the Bayern game right now, let me know what your thoughts are on the game. Is there a shot they might lose it here in overtime? Because that's what I'm praying for. Sancho Flo is here. What's going on, my friend? How have you been? Bayern are going in extra time. Luca, my man. This is going to be a fun episode. This is going to be a potentially amazing episode. Could you imagine if Bayern got knocked out of the DFB Cup Pokal? Oh, man, I don't even want to think about it right now. I'm literally blushing, looking at Lucas Hernandez all upset. Do you think Man United would still buy Jadon? He seems to be doing well at the moment. In my opinion, I think that there is a good chance Sancho could go back to the Premier League. I think United would obviously still buy him. I think there's a few teams like Liverpool. I don't know about Chelsea now. They wasted a lot of money, but I know that he's obviously a Chelsea fan, depending on what happens with Havertz and Werner there. City are obviously a big one, but I don't know if he's keen to go back to City. I'd say Sancho's more realistic ones would be United and Liverpool, especially if Mane or Salah move on. He could be the perfect, obviously, winger to replace them. And I could still see them spending a lot of money, man. Like, young, talented Englishmen are worth a ton, and I promise you Sancho is better than the likes of half the people right now in the Premier League. So I don't think it'd be an issue getting interest or even getting the price. It's just whether Sancho decides, like, yes, this is what I want to do, which I have mentioned to you guys quite a bit as well. I mean, if Sancho does say, look, I'm out, then it is what it is, in my opinion. And now that's why we're here talking replacements, because I do like Coulibaly, and Jose here's got a little opinion on him. Says, I think Coulibaly looks like a solid player. Just like you, I'm not sure if he's the best replacement. I may be wrong, as he has a third spot and dribbles across for the U18 players. Yeah, and that's fair. I just don't think there's enough end product right now from Coulibaly, which is totally understandable considering this is kind of his breakout season. He just has that speed. He has that. It's kind of like Adama Traore. If you guys remember Adama Traore from a few years ago, lightning on the ball, good dribbler as well. Absolutely no end product, which is why he had that famous video of him getting so mad about his shooting. But that's kind of how I see Coulibaly right now. There's a lot of good traits in him, but for me, honestly, Nicolas Gonzalez, his Stuttgart partner in crime, is someone that I would be interested for Dortmund to look into. I think that he is a little more developed than Coulibaly. I think he's a much better finisher. He's still got the speed. He's good on the ball. He can play in a variety of positions. He's an Argentinian international, so that's kind of a player who I'm thinking of, and I don't know. I'm very curious with that. Jordan's here and says, I think Dortmund will buy a CM regarding Witsel's injury. And that's obviously something else we're gonna be here to talk about as well, is Witsel went down with a torn Achilles, which is one of the absolute worst injuries you can get in any, doesn't matter what sport you're playing, it's a tough injury to come back from. And I wish Witsel obviously the best. He had his surgery. But there was mentions of different people linked to the club. And if you guys might notice, in our, Levy's got a chance here, in our thumbnail, we got Sami, Khedira, and Vecino linked to the club, and it depends how you look at it. I mean, if they're looking for bodies, which there's no reason for them to look at bodies, but if they're looking for bodies in the center of the park, a loan deal, 6-month loan deal for Sami, Khedira or Vecino may make sense. But why bother when you have the players there? You're already scratching Dahoud. And yes, I know, apparently Josh has a crush on Dahoud, but in reality, he's played good for us this season. He's comfortable in the Bundesliga. You don't got to take a chance on him. We have 4 center defensive mids, which is what most teams have, is just a backup for each replacement. You have, probably right now, our more popular duo will be Jude when he's healthy, and Thomas Delaney, I think, is going to nail down that starting spot pretty much week in, week out. But alongside that, you have Emre Can knocking on the door, who can easily potentially be Delaney's partner. And of course, you still have Dahoud there. So you have 4 center mids, or 4 CDMs, however you want to look at it. And so there's no real reason, in my opinion, to go out there and try to get Sami, Khedira or Vecino. I think promote from within and just give Dahoud a little bit of chance. Even if you put Dahoud on the bench, I mean, there's still Can and Bellingham in front of him. But I mean, I don't know. I'm going crazy with it. Let me know what you guys think. Would you be interested in signing someone on like a 6-month kind of stopgap in the likes of Khedira or Vecino? Because both, I've been reading articles being linked to the club. Neither one, in my opinion, makes much sense unless it's a 6-month loan, mainly just because we have enough bodies there. I'm watching the game. Yes, Sancho flow, I like it. As am I. We're going to be talking transfers and watching, hopefully, Bayern lose, because I would be excited. What's going on, Fully Welsh? How you doing, my friend? They're playing good, to be honest. All right. Well, I like the sounds of that. I'm watching it just in the corner of my eye. It is on YouTube, which is beautiful. The beautiful thing about the DFB, if you guys are interested in watching any of the games, they get put on the German national team's YouTube, or German football YouTube's channel, so that's absolutely beautiful. And you're saying they're playing better, and they got a chance right now. I'm just going to... Oh, nice little curler, a little wide. Damn, the stream is delayed minutes for me. So, I mean, if you guys are watching the Bayern game, I mean, I'm not putting it up on the screen or anything, but I'm at the 96 minute and 97 minutes right now. So I'm at 97 minutes, so I'm not sure exactly where you are. Transfer talk was great, but now the Bayern game, that's the real prize. Eric, well said, my friend. Well said. I totally agree. I came on here with full anticipation of talking transfers, which we can still kind of do, but I can't keep my eye off this game. I cannot believe it's going into overtime right now. And honestly, from what I was watching the game a little bit earlier, because like I said, I only watched 20 minutes of the game, Bayern didn't look overly impressive. Nicholas Süle looks like a fridge. No offense again to you, the Bayern fans. I've not been impressed with watching him from the little bit of time I've watched this game. He just looks so slow, so unorganized at the back. But I want to hear what you guys said. I haven't watched the game for the full 97 minutes so far, so definitely let me know your opinion. We need a huge January to make improvements. Fully Welsh. I don't believe we're going to be making any signings. I still don't. Which is surprising because it's been said from the board, it's been said in a lot of different areas that we will not be addressing and we will more than likely not be selling. But then there's just so many different rumors that keep popping out. I mean, I've read a rumor that linked Julian Brandt to a loan move, and then I read that it won't be a loan, it would be permanent, and then I read again it was going to be a loan. And now I'm reading center mids from middle of nowhere like Vecino and Sami Khedira, who are not in form, who are not playing, being linked to the club. And it's just kind of hard to take seriously. I still really don't think that we're going to be addressing anything. The only way I think that we would is if the board said, all right, Edin Terzic is our guy. He's 100% our guy. We're going with him next season. Let's give him a little bit of money to have some fun in the January window. Other than that, I still think they have enough depth. Like I just mentioned, the 4 center midfielder positions that they have right now, they have no problem in the center mid. They don't need to go out and address a Witsel replacement, in my opinion, unless that it's asked by Terzic and they have faith that Terzic is going to be the guy going forward. Sociedad and Barca's 1-1-2. I guess we're just going to have an overtime channel going on right now. I think I still would rather watch the Bayern game just because it's on YouTube. It's so easy to get right now. I don't feel like trying to stream it. All right. Connor Foster. United will never give up on the hype train of Sancho and when he'll be doing, they'll always chase him. I think Sancho will always have suitors. Like I said, he's 20. Unbelievable talent. They've seen what he can do, the numbers he put up in the Bundesliga. He's starting to catch form again. He's going to be an England international. He'll never have problems finding... almost a chance. He'll never have problems finding a home to go in the Premier League, in my opinion. I think every Premier League club would like to get Sancho if they could. Dahoud has to play against Mainz. It's now or never for the 2 CDMs are injured and one has to come from the bench. Luca, could you imagine? We go on BVB's Twitch channel and I get to see Dahoud start. That's the dream. But I don't know. I don't know. I was reading and noticed that Delaney and Chan, and correct me if I'm wrong, if they both get a yellow card, they are suspended a game. So it may make sense for that reason to give Dahoud a chance on top of the fact that it's Mainz. And it's just a way to bring him back in because I just don't get it. And a lot of people don't. And we always make fun and jokes here on the channel about Josh's apparent little obsession with Dahoud. But in reality, he has played very well for us. And it's very surprising that he just kind of got thrown out in the middle of nowhere. And now he's got a route back into the squad. And I agree, Luca. I do think that I would like to see a Delaney and a Dahoud partnership. I thought that those two balance each other out well. I think it'd be a good opportunity in the Mainz game. But the more likely result is going to be a Chan-Delaney duo in my opinion. Watch the Bayern game, and they're really showing a lot of fight in this match. Extra time. Haaland equalized on the 90th minute at 2-2. Oh, man. I'm excited. We're at the 100th minute right now, so maybe we might get to see a little overtime here. I thought that the midfield was really stacked at the start of the season. I don't think we need another CM. Eric, I agree with you. I think we have 4 bodies there. There's no reason to really go out and spend money. I mean, a 6-month loan's different, and that's why you could debate it. Is it worth really going out, though, and putting time and money into getting Sami Khedira for 6 months? I don't think so. I'd rather see Dahoud, Chan, Delaney, whoever start in front. I'd rather promote within than go out and get Sami Khedira. I don't think we're bringing in a new CM. Jude is back in training. We have Chan, Dahoud, too. Yeah, and I agree, but that's why I'm finding it very surprising that we keep getting linked with these other central midfielders in the likes of Vecino and obviously Khedira. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Oh, well defended. But I don't know. We're going to have to see. Yes, and we do. Yes, I mean, you could definitely promoting within. There's a lot of young players that we have in our fantastic U23 team that could potentially come up and obviously have a more of an impact or even help develop instead of giving a couple games to Sami Khedira. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me, and I really don't think it's going to happen. But I want to address the rumors nonetheless and see what you guys think. Sometimes, I mean, 6-month loan deals are stopgaps. Get a little experience in with Sami Khedira or Vecino, bring something else to the team. But again, in reality, I just think it'd be a waste of time and effort. So we don't need another one. I agree. What positions do you think we need to sign this January? I mean, it's tough because like I said, I really do believe we're not going to sign anybody. I think that we're in a good position right now. Terzic has found a little bit of chemistry going forward, had a couple of big results. I think that we have enough bodies, enough depth. We have a fantastic U23 team right now. I don't think there's a need to go out and sign anyone, to be completely honest. Even with the Witsel injury, as we just stated, that we have a lot of bodies in the center of the park. And it just doesn't make a ton of sense for us to go and spend that money. So I wouldn't address anyone, but if I had to push it, I would look at potentially a winger. I've mentioned Donny Mallon a lot, but again, he's not a realistic target, I don't think. I think getting Tomori on a 6-month loan deal from Chelsea. Nothing to lose there. You get an extra body as a center back. But it's hard because Edin Terzic is playing right now just specifically the Hummels Akanji duo. They're not even getting Zagadou many looks. So we do have a body there, but having 3 defenders is a worry. It's like I said, with the losing Witsel, we still have 4 center mids. We have coverage on each of those center defensive mid positions, but in the center back position, we don't. We have 3 center backs. So getting Tomori in a 6-month loan deal makes sense to me. Other than that, I wouldn't probably go after anyone unless Dortmund is considering making Terzic their number 1 manager going forward, and he can make some purchase buys. They're not going to go out and money and throw it around and buy someone just for the new manager to maybe not fancy them. Exactly. Another center mid isn't necessary. Dahoud can't even make the traveling squad nowadays, and I think that Witsel should be playing more. If he doesn't, frankly, it's over at BBB. Well said. 100% agree with you there. The fact that Dahoud doesn't even travel is just astonishing in my opinion. So yeah, there's no chance that it's gonna happen. So I think we're gonna have the exact same squad going forward, and we're gonna do no business whatsoever in January. And Jaden Braff, another one we've been linked to, is getting linked right now to Leverkusen. I said that I didn't have any issue with us targeting him, but if there was a buyback clause, I thought that would be pointless for us. I don't want to see us put all this time and money in developing a player to sell them back to City for half of what they're worth. So if he goes with Leverkusen with a buyback clause, I'm not bothered at it whatsoever. Don't worry, Josh. I also have a crush on Mo. We all do. We all do. All right, where were we? Fun fact, Bayern conceded more goals than Werder Bremen and Arminia Bielefeld. I did not know that, Sancho Flo. All right. Well, I'm just keeping a good eye here. I mean, if this game goes to an overtime or shootout, you're going to see me screech and holler and cry. But that's the thing against rooting against Bayern. I've done it for so long, knock on wood, but they always make me, suffer. It'll be a game just like this. It'll have no reason for them to win, and they'll turn around. That's what Bayern does, but I don't know, man. I'm buzzing right now. I'm glad the game's going to overtime. We can watch it with you guys while obviously just talking little transfers. So I'm going to stay on the game as long as it takes until the game's over. So that's probably when we'll wrap up the stream. But I kind of hope it goes to a shootout and we get to see Bayern get knocked out because that would be incredible. I don't see the stream. I guess it's not available in all countries. Oh. Well, I will put it in the chat right now if I can. That's very weird. And maybe I don't know. It's the German football YouTube channel, and they have the game going live on it right now, which is just obviously unreal to do. And if you guys haven't noticed though, we do have a new little mascot here. We put Electabuzz up on the community board. So if you guys haven't threw in a nickname yet, just jump on over to the community board. Tell me a nickname. We want to name our new mascot. So, a lot of people think it's cool. I like him. I think it fits. You aren't going to do a featured player of the month anymore? I completely forgot about it. I had a couple lined up. I had, obviously, Mo's Mustache Month, which was Movember. I thought we nailed it. I had Holiday Hummels Month lined up. I had, obviously, Mo's Mustache Month, which was Movember. I thought we nailed it. I had Holiday Hummels Month, which was Movember. I thought we nailed it. I had Holiday Hummels Month lined up. I had, obviously, Mo's Mustache Month, which was Movember. I thought we nailed it. I had Holiday Hummels Month lined up. I had, obviously, Mo's Mustache Month, which was Movember. I thought we nailed it. I had Holiday Hummels Month lined up. I had, obviously, Mo's Mustache Month, which was Movember. I thought we nailed it. I had Holiday Hummels Month lined up. I had, obviously, Mo's Mustache Month, which was Movember. I thought we nailed it. I had Holiday Hummels Month lined up. I had, obviously, Mo's Mustache Month, which was Movember. I thought we nailed I mean, I can bring it back. We can pretend the December one, but I completely forgot about it until it was over. We had obviously a lot going on. We were meaning to make an episode specifically, like a player profile about Dahoud. So if you guys want to see something like that, I mean, toss some suggestions in for January. I can maybe do a quick player profile on someone. Try to link it to the month if you can for whatever reason. But I can definitely bring it back if that's something you guys are interested in. We are going to potentially get a little bit more FIFA content as well. The BBB's official Twitch is going to help our Twitch, so that's awesome. So obviously, oh no, Levy, don't score. Obviously, Twitch is meant for gaming. We're going to be obviously doing our watch-alongs on there, but they want to help our channel being able to put a little bit more FIFA content. So we'll do our BBB career FIFA 21 career mode over there, and they're going to give us a hand with it. So that's honestly amazing for them. So I can bring back the player of the month because when we did do our FIFA videos, we had Dahoud playing all the time, which was kind of one of the parts of it. But yeah, just let me know what you guys want, and we'll do our best to make it happen. And also, Bellingham is back in training, so most likely will be available for the Mainz game. And that's a good point as well, because a lot of the times this season when players have come back from injury, Guerrero is a great example, Haaland's another good example, they seem to get tossed right in the starting 11. So it wouldn't surprise me either that Bellingham starts. But I think because he's a little bit younger, he's 17, maybe they will keep him on the bench, and especially because Chan had a good game, and they also have Dahoud there. So, I mean, I don't know. It could be any of the three, to be honest. I might do something to go with work ethic, but Dahoud isn't playing all of a sudden, and it happens every now and then. It could be his work ethic. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to tell. Toby the Tank. We could. And he's a perfect CDM option. I mean, and I would much rather go with him than, obviously, like I said, sign Sami Khedira. Like, it makes absolutely no sense for us to go out and put a little bit of money on a player who isn't going to be here longer than 6 months. We might as well help develop and promote within. That's what Dortmund's known and good about. We had a little debate on the Discord. What's your opinion? Should we play Tiggs or Moukoko? That's a great question. With me, I just think since Moukoukou's so young, and it's not like he's breaking in is going to start every game because we have Haaland there, I don't want to see his development get shot. That was a huge worry with me getting called up to the first team. I would like him to see him play. I think jumping up to even the U23s is still a step up from where he was playing. So I have no problem with kind of like a 50-50 thing. That way each player develops, either come up, they can train with the big boys, and they can take turns coming on the bench and potentially getting their shots every now and again, but they need to play. So, I mean, I would prefer Moukoko to honestly be at the U23s as long as he's playing week in, week out on that fantastic U23 team. I think he would learn a lot and get a lot better because they're not going to get minutes up at Dortmund. They're honestly not. So, the answer for me would be Moukoko going down. That's just my honest opinion just because I think he's obviously got a lot more potential. But, again, he's so young. Let's just help him blossom it, but I don't know. Dortmund knows what they're doing with young players, so it's not really my place to give an opinion, but I just don't want to see Moukoko obviously go a lot of weeks without getting a ton of minutes. I hope we will play Hazard more. Hazard has been on an injury, so hopefully he'll be back soon. Jason, what's going on? Positions to sign for January. Manager. It's going to be a debate, man. Like, Terzic is doing some wonderful things right now at Dortmund, and obviously having two big results against Wolfsburg and Leipzig puts him in a position where the conversations are going to happen. Should we keep him? Should we give him the chance? I mean, he's got the characteristics of a Dortmund manager. It was the experience that some of us were worried about. I think it's going to be Marco Rose or potentially now even Terzic. Depending what Terzic can do with the rest of the season, he may be appointed the full-time manager. But if things don't go the way that they want to, I mean, Rose and Marsh are the most likely. So I think it's too early to make that decision because you never know. Terzic can go on a run and see what Flick did last year. So, I mean, it's definitely an option for that. Got any transfers you would like us to sign? I mean, I got to make sure Davies doesn't score here. Big save. I would like to see Donny Mallon, as I've mentioned many times for you guys. Mainly because he's good on the wings and he can play through the middle. I think that's going to be so important going forward considering that we don't have a little bit of lack in depth when it comes to the wings, as well as obviously have backup strikers been an issue for us forever. So I'd love to see Donny Mallon, and I want to see us sign a center back. 100%. I don't know who it's going to be. I've mentioned Boubacar Kamara quite a bit, but oh, nice save. I'm not sure exactly who it's going to be, but those are the positions I'd like to see is a versatile winger slash striker. Nicolas Gonzalez from Stuttgart, another one. He can play out on the wings. He can play as a cam. He can play up top as well. Someone along those lines, just give you a little more versatility and knowing that if Haaland isn't playing, no offense to Makuku right now because, he had that wonderful goal and he's a superior talent. I just want someone with a little bit more composure and a little bit more experience up at the top flight right now, but isn't focused on primarily being the top striker. They can be a winger, but also play through the middle. And obviously a center back because we needed a center back for a while. But let me know a couple of your guys' opinions. I think a lot of it will also depend on whether Sancho stays, whether one of our center defensive mids end up staying, Dahouds' future, Brandt's future. A lot of it is going to be decided obviously in the upcoming summer, but it is nice to think about. Do you think Witsel slows too much on the build-ups in matches this season? I saw the midfield more threatening when Chan entered the Leipzig game. Yeah, 100%. I think that because I was talking about a lot of the times this season of good duos to have in the center of the park. I thought Dahoud and Bellingham were two players who play kind of similar. They are much better at linking up with the front four. And then beside them have your Chan, Witsel, and Delaney. They're a lot more defensive in my opinion. So that's why I was a little wary when I saw Witsel and Delaney going together because I thought there would be a gap between the center defensive mids and our front four. And I think Chan's can play a little bit of both. I think Chan can play defensively, as we know, and he's played center back, but he can definitely go up into a number 8 type position as well. So I think as a perfect duo, Jude and Delaney, defended well. Jude and Delaney match each other pretty well. I think Chan and Delaney look pretty good together. I thought Chan just brings so much energy. You don't know exactly what kind of game he's gonna give you. I want to see him get a little bit more consistent in a position that he's comfortable in, and I think he does like playing in the center defensive mid. So yeah, I'm torn right now. Let me know what you guys' best duos would be, because right now I would probably go Chan Delaney, just because of the experience factor. That is not a pen. Do not give that. Good. All right. Yeah, some countries are not available. Oh, that sucks. Well, I will let you know what's going on. We're at the 112th minute right now. It's 2-2, and I'm praying for a shootout. Do you think Matías de Boer will come? He's been rumored. I have not honestly heard that rumor whatsoever. If you guys can send me a link to any of those rumors that you guys heard, go right ahead. I've not heard that. I don't want him to come. I'd rather him just stay at Hoffenheim. Not that I have anything against him. I just think I'd rather honestly go with Makuku, to be honest, than him, or go out in the summer and put in a little bit more money for someone who I think would fit the team a little bit more. Electa Bruce. I like that. A nickname for our mascot. I like that. Electra Dahoud. Electra Dahoud. I don't know how we're going to beat that one. How many times do we need to remind those big teams that Haaland isn't leaving us yet? Oh, corner. Well defended. Even Romano was tweeting Haaland is happy at Dortmund, but everyone is discussing where he's going next. Yeah, there was a bunch of rumors as well going around the last couple of days, linking him to Barca, linking him to United, saying he will 100% leave this upcoming window in the summer, and I just think that's ridiculous. I don't think there's been any evidence whatsoever that points that he's going to leave. I think that he's happy in Dortmund. I think that he's obviously going into his first real full season without the right now. 35 goals, 34 games. The man's ridiculous. I don't think he'd want to leave anytime soon. And I don't know why these rumors keep coming. I think he's going to be at Dortmund for a couple years to come. Would you like a return of Maximilian Philipp to BBB? I like Philipp a lot. I do. I don't think, for his own good, I don't think it'd be smart for him to come back to BBB. I don't think he ever got the minutes that he obviously wanted. And I just think we have a lot better positions. I think he's best, in my opinion, as a center attacking mid, false 9. He obviously went and rediscovered his career over in Russia and is doing relatively well at Wolfsburg right now. And I think Wolfsburg's literally the perfect club for him. So for actually liking him, kind of just hope he stays where he is. Hazard is becoming the new Royce with his ability to get injury prone. Yeah, I agree. Honestly, he's saying like his brother right now. The Hazards, I'm not sure exactly what it is. I hope that Thorgan can figure it out and get better, because I think he's a great winger for us. I think he brings a little bit different element, to be completely honest. I think Gio's doing a good job right now as left wing, but he's not a natural winger, in my opinion. A lot of people were saying, I was talking with Tactical Manager, and he was saying that he thinks that Gio might play on the wing for the U.S. men's national team. And I thought that his best position is through the middle. I think he's only playing on the wing right now because we don't really have depth there. We have Hazard out, and we obviously have Brandt and Royce playing for that number 10 spot. So right now, Gio's best opportunity to play is on the left attacking mid. He's playing relatively well, but I'm not overly impressed. He's kind of a hit or miss. And I mean, it happens when you're a young player, but I hope that he can potentially move in and become a center attacking mid in the future, which I think means that we're going to need to put a little bit of money in wingers and hopefully pray that Hazard can get his fitness together so he can play week in, week out. Sancho Flow is letting us know that the Sociedad and Barcelona game is going to extra time. Well, look, who do you guys want to win that game? Barca or Real Sociedad? I'm assuming, I think it'd be fun if we saw Bilbao and Sociedad in the final. I'm not really sure. Like I said, I got a soft spot for Barca because when I went through Europe, I went and saw them live, and Camp Nou was a pretty incredible place as well. So but I don't know. It's a Super Cup. I think it'd be cooler to see Sociedad and Bilbao in the finals, in my opinion. But I apologize if there's any Barca fans here, but y'all are delusional with the Haaland reports. Yes, I totally agree. And there's a light chance here. Do not score. Well blocked. I like it. We better see a shootout here. Or, you know what? I would honestly take an extra time goal as long as it means that Bayern lose. Nice little break here. But, yeah, I don't think there's a chance in hell, to be honest, that Haaland's leaving this coming summer. I really don't. I think if we're losing any of the big boys, it potentially could be Sancho. It'll all be depending on what's going to unroll. But I feel relatively happy and safe that Haaland will be here for at least one more, if not two more seasons. I think he by far is our most important player. I think having a striker like him can change the way you play. We saw what happened when we almost came out completely out of the title race without Haaland. And in a matter of a couple of games, we're all of a sudden back into it. And considering the way that Bayern's playing, I'm very happy about that. But I don't really think that he's going to be going. I don't think he wants to. I don't think that his agent, his dad, anyone really wants him to go. So I am excited to see him hopefully stay and just keep doing what he's doing in Dortmund and growing as a player. So, and it was a pretty ballsy opinion of the Barca's presidential candidate who went out and said, if I get selected, I'm getting Haaland here. Like, it's just very, very ballsy. There's no merit to it, and I just don't think it's going to happen. And that's what our Foster is saying. I agree. One of Barcelona's presidential candidates is using Haaland to get more votes. Yeah, that's absolutely ridiculous. That is just criminal, if you ask me. And it's just not true. I don't know where Haaland exactly wants to go. I really don't. I've told you guys many times that, and it just shows that at the young age he is and the striker he's becoming, his dad and his agent, and honestly Haaland himself, did such a wonderful job making his career path known. And he stayed exactly where he needed to stay for exactly as long as he needed to stay there. Made the right jumps to the right club, and I don't think he's ready to leave Dortmund quite yet. Especially just because he's just on such a hot streak. Why would you want to leave a league where you're doing this well? 35 goals, 34 games. You haven't even given it time to settle down, really. He's just been going. So I think they're very happy, and I'm not worried about him. The only player that I think is the big name of ours that could potentially go is Sancho. But again, that's completely unknown with COVID and how many teams can even afford him. But the other person that I wanted to address today is I wanted to address Coulibaly. And I'll give you just a quick sum up of what this episode was supposed to be about, because we got distracted by Bayern hopefully losing this DFB Pokal game, and if so, I will freak out. But we were linked to Coulibaly. In my opinion, not the striker we needed. Not the winger we needed, and just not the player to replace Sancho. I'd much rather, for example, go for Donny Malen or Nicolas Gonzalez. I'm a real big fan of Gonzalez. If you guys like one of those two, let me know which one you prefer. But to go for that extra depth in the wings and also help out front, I'd look for Gonzalez or Malen. Khedira and Vecino, I don't want to see either one come to the club. I think we're full of center defensive mids. We can promote within and obviously have Dahoud. The other thing was obviously mentioning Witsel's injury and him being done basically for a long time now. But the other one that we haven't mentioned yet is obviously Reinier. So let me know what you guys think about Reinier right now, because for me, I would like to see him go. And it makes sense, not only because I think he's done nothing for us, which he hasn't, but to be fair, he hasn't got played. But Madrid aren't happy with him. He's not going to break into this team anytime soon. He will only get, at the absolute most, 1 or 2 minutes per game. So I think it's probably wise for Madrid to just take him back and loan him out to a team where he's actually needed. I don't have any issue with Dahoud moving on. I saw a funny meme with it's saying like, oh, Dahoud's moving on, or Reinier's moving on. And then it's like, anyways, just does not care. There's a corner here late in the game. Get it out. Go to a shootout. Oh, no, it's still in the box. But come on, man. This would be unreal if Bayern lose. Well defended. Get Roca out of here. Oh, no. Okay. Having a heart attack. Come on. Like, how sick would it be if Bayern didn't make it past this round? I'd be so excited. Oh. Freaking out here. Sorry if I'm going to get a little quiet. There's like 30 seconds left in the game before it goes to a shootout. Not even. This will probably be the last corner of the game. Kimmich is whipping it in. Well defended. Over to Lucas Hernandez. There's about 3 seconds left. One more ball. Collected by the keep. It looks like we're going to be going to a shootout. That's incredible. That's incredible, guys. Come on. Aren't Barca broke? Exactly. You'd think. Barca has so many financial problems going on right now. It is ridiculous. They built themselves into a hole with Dembele, Griezmann. They had to swap Arthur for Pjanic, which is still a ton of money. They are in such an ugly mess right now. That is an excellent point. I honestly didn't even consider that. There's no way they can afford him. Not a chance. Not a chance in heck. Hell, heck, I don't know. They cannot afford him. There's no way. Imagine Dahoud as a winger. He's more likely to be a backup goalie. Yeah, they're probably going to need to offload their entire team to get Haaland. Well said, and that is so true, man. The wages on these Barca players' contracts are just stupid. Coutinho is another big one. Griezmann, there's such big wages, and there's just no way to offload those players with any type of money that they paid for them. So I don't know, it's just embarrassing. I heard Reinier doesn't train well, so he doesn't play. Well, that's a Brazilian thing. A lot of Brazilians have had a lot of issues with the way that they train, but a lot of them go on the pitch and just shut everybody up. But Reinier is obviously not one. 100%, no one is winning in the Reinier situation. He should just leave, honestly. I agree. For his own good and for the club's own good. There's no point in keeping him around. Half the fan base just forgets he's even there. He never travels with the club anymore. And I think he's going to go to Real. Actually, I don't know where he's going to go. Maybe back to Brazil. Maybe a lower team in Spain. Getafe, maybe. I'm not sure, but he's got to go somewhere because this is just not, like you said, well said, not working out. But we're going to a penalty shootout right now, and I'm honestly loving it. Loving absolutely every second of it. I think his agent said that he's going to be gone by the end of the month. Josh, and I think that's best. But it just kind of shows, like, I talked about it at the beginning of the season. We had a lot of depth and a lot of position. Like I said, we had 5 center defensive mids, as well as a few players who could get easily promoted up for our center midfielder positions. And on top of that, we had a fantastic front four, and we have Reinier, and we don't even let him travel. We don't even let Dahoud travel with us. It's honestly hilarious. Someone call a medic to Josh's house in case his heart stops for legal reasons. This isn't a joke. I'm pumped. Are you guys not buzzing right now? As long as this shootout could go our way, the DFP Pokal is wide open. Absolutely wide open. I am buzzing. Sancho Flo says, penalty shootout. No way it got to pens. Let's go. Reinier was rumored to go to Real Valladolid. Yeah. And Ronaldo, R9 phenomenon, is actually, I'm assuming, behind that. The Brazilian link makes total sense. Dahoud as a goalkeeper, strikers will just glance at him and admire his perfection they made in this. Eric, well said. I mean, come on. They look at Dahoud's mustache. No way. But man, this thing is going to 2 pens, and I absolutely love it. Makes sense when Bayern have jerseys as ugly as those ones. Do you guys like the Bayern jerseys, if you guys can see them? I'm not a big fan, to be completely honest. Yeah, apparently Barca has to reply something like 420 million this year or face insolvency. No way they can afford Haaland in the next 10 years. Yeah, yeah, that makes total sense. And I was listening to ESPN, which is why I had a little bit of insight on that, listening to Jules and Gab podcast. And then they have Sid Lowe, who's an insider over at La Liga, talking about how incredibly messy it is at Barca. So I honestly wasn't even thinking that. I was just thinking, you know, Barca's Barca. They're usually linked with some of the big boys. And not even taking their financials into consideration, I totally agree and think that it's absolutely not going to happen, even more than I already did. It would be a great idea if we got Sami into the club. Imagine we have Emery twins. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see Khedira. I see Khedira being more as a stopgap. 6-month loan deal is what it is. Yep, you said it. Ronaldo's actually the one pushing for the move. And that makes total sense. I mean, you see Brazilians, obviously, pushing for Brazilians. I could definitely see Reinier going there and potentially actually getting more of a shot than at Dortmund, obviously. ESPN is goated. 100% they are. Dahoud's career is more up and down than my school scores. Not gonna lie. All right, guys, but the penalty shootout is about to get underway. Robert Lewandowski is the first one for Bayern. So, Dortmund fans, let's come together and just pray that Bayern get knocked out. Robert, please miss. Do anything but score. Miss. Ah! Goalie put it the right way. Damn. Robert's penalties are usually phenomenal where the goalie just goes the complete opposite way. This time, their goalie got a freaking hand on it. And Lewandowski is one of the impossible ones to stop. Okay. Pressure's on now. Oh, see, and this is what Bayern does. They get you so close to wanting to believe, and they just kill you. So Bayern's going to win. Reverse jinx, right? Exactly what we're thinking. There we go. Okay. Honestly, I feel like I'm watching Dortmund right now. That was a nice pen. Well taken. Good precision. Bottom corner. Sancho flows pumped. Kimmich is up. There's no one on this team I would rather see miss than Kimmich. And if there's any Bayern fans here, I'm very sorry, but come on. We're Dortmund fans, and we want to see you guys lose. It just gives a wide opening for the DFP. Kimmich miss. Oh, goalie went right again. It's a nice pen, though. That was an excellent pen, to be fair. Actually, it was a little more to the center than I thought. It was hit with pace. It was hit with precision. It was a tough one to get. Oh, man. Does Ronaldo really want to push Haaland to Barca just because they want to fix the relationship with Barca? That's mad. I actually read an article on that. But come on, boys. Well done. What a pen. Sends Neuer the wrong way, right in the bottom corner. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's see. That was a beautifully struck pen. Right in the bottom corner. Neuer went the other way. It makes the penalty look even better when the goalie's just absolutely nowhere near it. And on top of that, even if the goalie went the right way, I don't know if Neuer would have got there. Josh is making me more nervous than normal. Aren't you guys buzzing, though? There's a chance Bayern could get knocked out of the DFB Cup this early. Muller's another one I would love to see miss. It'd just pee off George. Come on, baby. Oh, that was an excellent pen again. Every penalty right now is... that was a good pen by Muller. You think Matías can leave this summer? Potentially. He's been linked to a lot of clubs. I don't know if Dortmund is one of the clubs that have one of the ins on him, but I mean, he's a talent that gets mentioned a lot on this channel. I was thinking about trying to do a transfer one literally dedicated around him. Come on, baby, come on. Oh, yeah. Neuer went the right way this time, but again, another nicely taken bottom corner pen. But yeah, I mean, he's got a potential to leave this summer. Now, honestly, if you're asking me, I'd say 70-30 he leaves this summer. I don't know to Dortmund, though. I don't think I've read anything in Dortmund related to him, but let me know if you're wrong. Come on, if this is Alaba, this is a player who has to miss. Oh. Goalie guessed right again. Oh, man. This can make the year already better than 2020. Connor, I can't agree more. Oh, man. Nothing would make me happier Every penalty has been taken with such precision. It's been ridiculous. Both goalies have guessed right at least 2 or 3 times. Come on. Come on. Oh, the wind is moving the ball. Would you make a quick recap during the last 30 minutes? I missed it a lot. I mean, basically Bayern going for a goal but not being able to create anything, and then leading to obviously the shootout where it's another nicely taken pen and it's 4-4. Now we're in do or die moments. Do or die moments right now. Zachary's here. I'm literally shaking. I'm not even watching Dortmund play. I just want Bayern to lose so badly. Just joined. That cup jersey? Are you talking about the jersey on the wall? No, it's not a cup jersey. That's the 14-15 jersey for Dortmund. Bro, stop making me nervous. I'm excited, man. I love the DFB Cup. I would love to see Bayern get knocked out right now. There's nothing that would make me happier. Douglas Costa, you came back for this reason, to sky it. No. Another nicely taken pen. Goalie went right again. Oh, yes, Bayern's Cup jersey, yes. I believe those are Bayern's Cup jerseys. I didn't really hear much about them, but Douglas Costa did have an excellent pen. Not a chance. Goalie went the right way, just too much power. Wait, are you watching the game? Which game? It's the DFB Cup Pokal with Bayern in a shootout right now. It's on YouTube, depending what country you're in. I'm in Canada, and I guess I'm able to watch it. Come on. Oh, yes! And it's on YouTube. If you go to German football on YouTube, it's getting streamed there. All the DFB Cup Pokal games do, in Canada at least, but we've had a couple of you guys tell me that you aren't able to watch it. But it's 5-5 going into extra kicks right now in the penalty shootout. Oh, come on. Who's up? Whoever it is for Bayern needs to just sky it. It's Roca. Their new signing. His moment to put it into the sky. I'm literally nervous. I'm not even watching Dortmund. Man, this would be huge. The shootout feels eternal. Yes, it does. Come on. Come on, Roca. You're not a penalty taker. I know you're not. Yes! Yes! Oh, baby! Let's go! Let's go! This stream turned out to be unreal. Okay, come on. I don't even get this excited watching some of the Dortmund games. Come on, baby. Come on. Lee looks pumped. Oh, I'm going to be sick. Come on. Yes! Let's go! Bayern dumped out of the DFB Cup. That is perfect. Oh. All right. My heart is buzzing. That's hilarious. I love it. Bayern's winning mentality. Flush down the toilet. Oh, I'm so glad we did this stream, guys. Who's ever still with me? That is unreal. Oh, man. Look at the walk of shame. Nicholas Sula, the big fridge, looking pissed. Oh, my God. That's awesome. That is awesome. Oh, I haven't smiled like this in a while. That is huge, man. The DFB Cup Pokal A isn't going to be won by Bayern, but now Dortmund immediately become the favorites. That is perfect. Those are scenes, man. Don't ever wear those ugly jerseys again. Let's go. Look at that. It's on ESPN Plus in the US. There we go. Whew. Do you think he should join Dortmund? I honestly don't know a ton about him, to be completely honest. I might have to do a little bit of research. Maybe I can do a Young Guns link to Dortmund episode, because obviously Young Guns are exactly what Dortmund go to. But if I'm looking at an Argentinian youngster, I'm looking at Nicolas Gonzalez of Stuttgart, 100%. LOL, yes. Bro, no way. Woohoo, I can't believe it. Oh, I'm literally shaking. This is hilarious. Yes. Last pen was taken with, again, such precision. Sends Neuer the absolute wrong way. Let's fudgin' go. I don't know if there's any Bayern fans that are still on this stream. I bet you they all left, but OMG. We have a chance. No trouble for them. Not a chance. That is honestly fantastic. I love it. The look on Lewandowski's face is priceless. Priceless. Let's go. Oh, I'm so happy. Dortmund treble incoming? I don't know. And Terzic just turning it around. I can't believe they got dumped out, man. Oh, I might just jump on George's channel quickly and just toss in a comment. Just, you know, just because I probably should. Oh, that is fantastic. I don't know if he's still alive. I commented yes on George's channel. He won't be happy with it. I'm going to turn his on.
You got kicked out by who? Albert Einstein FC. I didn't even bother putting their actual name because I forgot it. But I remembered, oh, it sounds like Einstein.
I got George on, but the comments are going too quickly. I don't know if he's going to see it. No, I don't think he is. Oh, man. That is perfect. Producer T. The Gat goalie played excellent. Yes, he did, man. I am so freaking happy right now. I love it. I absolutely love it. Josh taking dumps on Bayern gives me life. Like, are you guys just not buzzing? Like, I had to go on George's. I literally just... I'm sitting here. I don't know if he answered me or not. I had to turn him off. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but I am just laughing inside, and I just like seeing Neuer upset and Lewandowski upset and everyone upset because it brings me joy. Oh, man. Bayern versus who, literally. George is like, I don't even know this team's name, so I'm not going to say them. George is probably losing right now. He absolutely is. We can win because our biggest competition are Leipzig, and we can beat them. We absolutely can win. I mean, guys, we just got a big treat today. I am buzzing. I honestly, when it comes to watching Bayern, I was afraid to say it, but every time I want to see them lose, they've got taken in some pretty close DFB Pokal games over the years, or even in some of the games in the season. Mainz is a perfect example. They get 2-0 down. Like, you'd think that's a task to come back, but no, they come back, win 5-2. It always seems like a Bayern way to be able to somehow figure it out. And guess what? They couldn't do it today, and they just got knocked out by the second division team. And kudos to them, man. Absolute kudos to them. I was reading an article before the game that said that Bayern shouldn't take this game lightly, that their opponents are on excellent form, that they've been doing very well in the league, and that they should be very wary of it, especially that Bayern was the away side, and that's exactly what happened. But deep down, you're probably looking at the game and being like, come on, Bayern's going to win. It is what it is, but no, kudos to them. They took him right to the wire and got it in a penalty shootout, which every single penalty was taken with, honestly, such accuracy on Bayern, and honestly, just besides, obviously, Roca, who just got their pen a little bit too high, too comfortable for the goalie to just push it away, and I don't know, man. I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing. Josh, I'm buzzing too. You made me so nervous. I'm just excited, man. It's sweet. Like I said, I love the DFB Cup Pokal, and I'm sick of Bayern obviously being thorns in everyone's sides. Oh, man. Let would be like, oh, I miss my old times. Oh, man. Okay. Well, I'm very glad I came on and did this transfers little talk that ended up obviously turning into watching Bayern lose. This is one of my favorite times, honestly, going live like this, just because I don't know, it just gives you hope, man. There's a cup competition right now that we are by far the favorites in. Plus, we have the Champions League, and now we're back in the title race, man. And on top of that, which you guys already know, we're going live on Borussia Dortmund's official Twitch this weekend, so I don't know. I can't get much happier than that, guys. I love the support you guys have been giving to the channel. It's amazing. The Sociedad, Sancho Flo is just telling me right now, though, Sociedad leads against Barca. Not very surprised. George seems really, really pissed. Perfect. That dislike is 100% a Bayern fan. I'm assuming. What a roller coaster of emotions of a freaking stream. Man, it started out as just a chill transfer talk. Did not realize that was going to go on. Man, that is perfect. Everybody against until Bayern fan comes raid. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if George is still talking. He is. I'm gonna put let's go again, just because I think it's funny. I don't know if George is gonna say anything or not.
I want to hear anyone talk to me about Roca. Oh, YouTube crashed now, so my YouTube.
Oh, it popped up.
Like everything is against me. So, congratulations. Nice, amazing. Nice. This whole screen part of this.
I don't think he's gonna acknowledge me. He's too mad. But all right, guys. Is the Twitch stream during the game? Yes, so on the weekend, instead of obviously going to our YouTube channel like you guys have normally been doing, we're going to put the link up and we're going to be doing our watch along over on the Twitch, Borussia Dortmund's official Twitch channel. So it'll be very cool. I definitely want all you guys, if you can, make the game, because I just want to show what an amazing community we have, and I want to be able to obviously communicate with you guys the same way as if we were on just our YouTube channel. It's honestly so cool, and I just couldn't have done it without you guys. It's amazing that Dortmund obviously reached out and asked us to do this, but the funnest part about our watch along is literally communicating with you guys and watching the boys play. So I want every single one of you, if you can, to come to the stream and just show what an awesome community we have here, and show Dortmund they made the right decision by putting a little faith in us. So don't be too mean. Just discovered your channel. The Twitch thing is awesome, man. Congrats. Kenneth, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. And yeah, it's an awesome community we have here. Everyone's been amazing. Another big shout out to Luca, who just said, just finished the penalties. Let's go. Luca's pumped. Luca's been running our Discord and just keeps growing the community that way. And it's been a lot of fun, man. The channel's only a few months old, and going on Dortmund's channel is honestly a dream. I didn't even know I would have ever had, but it is a dream kind of come true for me. And I just never thought I'd have the opportunity to do it. And it's so excited too. On top of that, I can't stop smiling because Bayern just lost. So, I mean, I'm on cloud 9 right now, and I really hope I get to see a lot of you guys out for the stream on the weekend for Dortmund, show what an amazing community JJD TV is here. So, it is awesome. 1.5K on the way. 100% it is. Join the Discord, boys. Yep, Luca has done honestly, some amazing work. So, Luca, I don't know if you want to drop the Discord on the channel, or if you guys want to message us on Instagram, Twitter. We can send you the Discord there. Luca's done an amazing job going on there as well. Luca, I don't know if you want to throw Luca, if you want to throw the Discord link in. If not, you guys can message me on Twitter, Instagram. Luca says, I missed your reaction. It must have been priceless. Yeah, you might want to go back and watch it. It was hilarious. I was just absolutely too pumped, to be honest. I did not think that was going to happen, but it was fun. Twitch live stream party. I'll bring the pizza and pizza alternatives. Joshua, you're the hero. You're the unsung hero. I love it. Effing Bayern, huh? Let's go, brothers. Other Luca, 100%, man. Absolutely pumped. I hope you got to fly to Dortmund. Come on, they recognize you already. They will send you a shirt, gave you permission to the BBB official Twitch, so why not for tickets? I mean, whether they bring me or not, but I mean, once everyone's allowed to be back in the stadiums, producer T and I are heading right to Dortmund and go into a game. And I mean, we have a few things already in the works that are going to be planned when we do end up going there. And I'm sure the team hopefully will be able to do something cool for us for like a vlog or something. But the big thing is that anyone who obviously lives around Dortmund and is able to make it to the game, we're hoping to meet up with some of you viewers and watch the game with you guys if we honestly can. So that's something that'll definitely be in the future because COVID's ridiculous right now, but something for the channel to look forward to, and that's probably where I'm going to leave it today, guys. So I really enjoyed this stream, obviously, because it turned into something I didn't quite know it was gonna, but hopefully I'm able to see you guys all at Dortmund's Twitch on the weekend, and if you're new around here, be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you soon.